absolute worst teacher was Mrs. Rickey. I had Mrs. Rickey in second grade. While I was in her class, a big life event happened for me. I got my first prosthetic hand. Up until then, I had been wearing a hook prosthesis, and so I was overly excited to get the hand that looked so real. My papato even bought me a brand new watch to wear on my new hand. I couldn't wait to go to school and show all the kids. On Monday morning, when I went into Mrs. Rickey's class, all the kids just swarmed around me. They wanted to touch my prosthetic hand. They wanted me to explain how I operated it. I think they were as excited about it as I was. The bell rang and we all took our seats. Mrs. Rickey had been sitting at her desk at the front of the classroom, so she gets up and she walks toward me. I was beaming because I just knew she was going to compliment my new hand. But instead, she stopped in front of me without a smile on her face and said, "You're wearing that watch on the wrong hand. You're supposed to wear that watch on the right hand." And then she went back to her desk. In my second grade mind, I was confused. I didn't know there was a rule about which hand you could wear a watch on. And did she not notice my new hand? Looking back on that situation, I think, what was Mrs. Rickey doing? Was she trying to kill my joy? Why would you do that to a kid? Teachers are supposed to inspire us, encourage us, build us up. Well, it's a good thing Mrs. Rickey made that comment to 7-year-old Becky, because 54-year-old Becky would give Mrs. Rickey a few pointers on how you're supposed to treat children. She might even start wearing her watch on her left hand. Almost everybody has had some negative encounter with a teacher in their past. Why is it that that one encounter sticks with us for years, even haunts us sometimes? Well, it was because we were young and impressionable when it happened. What we wanted more than anything was for our teacher to praise us and give us that smiley face sticker on our paper. But instead, they did what they did. Luckily, most of our teachers were not like Mrs. Rickey. Most of our teachers were really great, weren't they? A psychologist, Julia Siegel, studied things that help children overcome adversity in their life. One of the factors was that there's a charismatic adult in their life that they can draw strength from. And in a surprising number of cases, that adult turned out to be a teacher. In 1 Thessalonians 5:11, it says, "Encourage one another and build each other up, just as, in fact, you are doing." Teachers, you have a huge opportunity to impact kids' lives when they pass through your classroom every year. Thank you for the work that you're doing. You are encouraging kids. You are building them up. You are impacting them in ways that will change their lives. Be sure to tune in next time to the Inspired channel for part 2 of A Tale of Two Teachers.